Good evening. First at 10, there are reports of damage tonight after a line of severe weather moved across parts of central Minnesota. Our crew just sent in this video from Grove City and Meeker County showing a shed that appears to have collapsed in tonight's storms, along with a tipped trailer and other debris in the yard. There is also several reports of trees down between Grove City and Atwater as the storms moved through just before 7 tonight. Before moving through that area, KARE 11 viewer Deanna Riley sent in this video of a funnel cloud near Murdoch that is west of Wilmer just as these storms were first firing up. And check out this video of a lightning strike from Cody in White Bear Lake, where Xcel Energy is reporting power outages tonight. As the storms moved east, several KARE 11 viewers shared photos of this massive shelf cloud with this storm, with these photos taken over Monticello. Laura Becker has been tracking the storms all night and joins us with an update. Hi there, Laura.
Hi, Carla. Good news is that we're not anticipating any more severe weather here. There is still some pretty decent storms happening, though. A lot of lightning in two areas, as you can see. We'll start with this line of storms. This is the same line of storms that did produce that damage. Has now diminished as it did earlier to below that severe level threshold. Just some regular old summer thunderstorms making their way through right now, just making their way down into southeastern parts of Dakota County, and eventually we'll head down into Winona and Wabasha area, also moving into western Wisconsin. Meanwhile, a second batch of storms is starting to fire up in St. Cloud, and that's what will continue with us overnight tonight. So non-severe thunderstorms overnight. It stays kind of stormy, rainy on and off through midday on Saturday, and then Saturday evening tomorrow, a little lull in the action, but there's more to come headed through the rest of the weekend. So we'll time that all out coming up in your full forecast, Carla.
All right, looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Laura.